In a world where every man claims freedom, I will show you how to pull the strings they cannot see. You think they are choosing. What it is your hand guiding theirs, your shadow behind their victories, your whisper beneath their confidence. Today, I will show you how to control people without them ever knowing. Power is not taken by brute force alone. True power is the ability to command obedience without command, to sow thoughts that others believe are their own. In my time, kingdoms fell not by the sword, but by the invisible hand of influence and fear, disguised as trust. You watching this now, live in a world no different. If you wish to rise above the herd, if you wish to become untouchable, learn the art of control without exposure. Today, I will reveal the subtle manipulations that even kings and leaders fall victim to, so you may walk among them unseen, yet holding their will in your grasp. They all want something. They will tell you they want freedom, love, or peace, but look closer, it is validation they crave, approval they hunt, and comfort they kneel before. If you wish to guide men without them ever knowing your hand shapes their direction, you must learn to find what they desire most and position yourself as the gatekeeper to that desire. Consider the room you walk into, the people waiting for your nod, your approval, your recognition. They will smile in your presence, but in their minds, they are hoping you will feed what they hunger for most. It may be praise, it may be acceptance into your circle. It may be an opportunity that only you can offer. If you understand what they want, you will command them without force, without threat, without noise. Ask yourself who truly holds the power. The man who shouts commands, or the one who makes others eager to serve, believing it was their idea all along. You see, it is easier to rule the hearts of men than their bodies. A man will resist chains, but he will beg for your favor if you hold the key to his secret craving. People are driven by their desires far more than their logic, yet they will defend their actions as rational. This is your advantage. Let them believe they are choosing freely while you quietly shape the options they see. They will thank you, not realizing the cage was built by your hands, each bar a promise of something they want. You must learn to observe without speaking. Watch how their eyes light up when a topic arises, how their breath changes when recognition comes close. The one who desires status will lean forward when you hint at inclusion. The one who desires security will soften when you promise stability. The one who craves praise will mirror your words if you flatter them subtly. Each desire is a string tied to their mind, and you will be the one who learns to pull these strings with precision. They will tell you to be honest, to be open, to be kind. But those who rule the world know the truth. Kindness is a tool. Honesty is a weapon when used selectively, and openness is a strategy, not a virtue. You will give them what they desire only in doses, enough to keep them coming back, enough to make them dependent on your approval, your resources, your acknowledgement. In time, they will not know where their desires end and your influence begins. If they ever question your power, remind them of what they stand to lose, not through threats, but by silence, by absence, by withholding the very validation they once found in your presence. They will return, for a man who is addicted to his desires cannot easily break the hold of the one who feeds them. You will find this method cleaner than force, quieter than threats, and far more enduring than commands. For when a man believes you are the path to what he desires, he will protect you, defend you, and follow you without question. But remember, you must remain disciplined. If you expose your intentions, you lose your power. If you give too much, you lose their dependence. Your role is not to fulfill every desire, but to remain the one who can, so they return again and again, hoping for more. Every empire built on fear crumbles when fear fades. But the empire built on desire endures, for desire is a flame that never dies, and men will carry that flame willingly, even if it burns them, as long as they believe it will lead them to what they crave. This is how you will control them without them knowing. They will smile as they walk toward you, grateful for your presence, never realizing they march to your rhythm. And as they move, you will remain silent, watching, pulling the strings softly, knowing that power is best exercised when it is invisible. Are you ready to see how far they will go when you are the keeper of what they desire? They will tell you reality matters. They will argue over facts, fight over details, and die for what they call the truth. But the wise know that it is not reality that shapes the world, it is perception. The ruler is not the one who controls events, but the one who shapes how those events are seen. Look at history. Leaders have fallen, not because of what they did, but because of how it was seen. Others have survived treachery, betrayal, and bloodshed because they mastered the art of perception, cloaking their sins in necessity, draping their ambition in the language of service. Ask yourself when you walk into a room, what do people see? Do they see weakness, uncertainty? Or do they see authority, clarity, inevitability? Understand this, the world will believe what you show them consistently, not what is true behind closed doors. You can control perception by controlling the narrative. Tell your story before others can twist it. If you fail, call it a lesson. If you betray, call it strategy. If you dominate, call it leadership. The words you choose are weapons. Wield them carefully and often, for silence is a vacuum your enemies will fill with their lies. Perception is controlled through consistency. People believe what they see repeatedly. If you wish to appear strong, act strong, even when you are weak. If you wish to appear kind, display selective kindness publicly, even if your motives are cold. They will attach these symbols to your name, and your true intentions will remain hidden beneath their assumptions. Those who try to convince others with force waste energy. It is far more effective to let people convince themselves. Let them see what they want to see. Guide their interpretations subtly, and they will defend your image without realizing they are prisoners of your crafted perception. You must also learn the power of rumor. Whisper what you wish them to believe, let it pass from ear to ear, and it will take on a life of its own. Never confirm it directly, never deny it directly. Let mystery serve your purpose, for people fear and respect what they do not fully understand. You will find that controlling perception makes reality irrelevant. If you are seen as powerful, people will hesitate to challenge you, even if your resources are few. If you are seen as trustworthy, they will share secrets with you, even if you plan to use those secrets later. If you are seen as essential, they will defend your position, even if it serves your ambitions alone. Remember, there is no need to control every detail. Control the frame, and the details will serve your narrative. If a mistake is exposed, frame it as a necessary sacrifice. If you are criticized, frame it as the resistance all visionaries face. If your power is questioned, frame it as envy from those too weak to lead. Control perception through symbols. A gesture of confidence, a well-timed silence, a subtle smile, or a cold stare at the right moment. These will linger in the minds of others long after your words have faded. People remember how you made them feel more than what you said. As you walk among them, let them believe they see the full picture, while you show them only fragments. Let them believe they know you while you reveal only shadows. They will act according to what they see, never realizing that their sight was guided by your hand. In this world, perception is power, and power is perception. Do you wish to control people without them knowing? Master the art of shaping what they see, and you will command their minds even when you are absent. And so, you must ask yourself, what perception do you wish them to have of you? Once you decide, act upon it relentlessly, for in the realm of influence, reality is nothing if perception is yours to command. Logic is the illusion people cling to when they want to feel in control. But the truth is simpering emotions drive them. Their pride, fear, insecurity, and ambition are the real engines of their actions. And if you wish to control them without detection, you must master the art of pulling these emotional triggers. They will tell you they are rational beings. Let them. It is easier to guide a man who believes he is guiding himself, while you quietly plant seeds in his mind that bloom into decisions he thinks are his own. Emotions bypass the defenses logic creates. A single fear, A well-timed compliment, a calculated insult can shape actions more effectively than any argument. Watch how people react to fear. Fear of loss, fear of exclusion, fear of insignificance. These fears will drive them to act in ways they would never admit. Offer them safety in your approval, in your presence, in your leadership, and they will cling to you, obeying without questioning the strings attached to your protection. Observe the power of validation. A man will work tirelessly for a word of praise, a glance of approval, a subtle nod that tells him he has value in your eyes. Use this sparingly. Too much praise breeds complacency. Too little creates resentment. A balance keeps them hungry for your acknowledgement, willing to bend to your will to receive it. Learn the art of scarcity. People value what they cannot easily have. Your time, attention, and presence must be seen as valuable, given in measured doses. This creates emotional dependence, as they begin to crave the moments you allow them close. Do not underestimate envy. People are driven to outdo others, to climb higher, to prove their worth. Subtly positioning others as rivals in their minds will keep them striving to earn your favor, to prove themselves loyal, capable, worthy. Guilt is another tool, sharp and silent. If they fail you, let silence and disappointment replace anger. Let them feel they have wronged you, and they will work harder to regain your approval than if you had punished them openly. Emotions also blind people to your influence. If they feel they are part of something greater by following you, they will not see the price they pay. If they believe they are chosen, they will overlook the control you exercise over them, for they will be grateful for the privilege of being close to your power. In public, you may act with warmth, inspiring trust, drawing them close. In private, you calculate, observing which emotional levers yield the strongest reactions. Each reaction is a map to their weaknesses, which you will use to guide them without force. Ask yourself which emotions drive those around you. Is it fear, pride, or love? Find the strongest among them, and you will find the handle by which to move them, silently and effectively. They will not see your influence because emotions feel natural to them, like air they breathe. They will act, decide, and even fight for you, believing it was their choice, while you stand above, pulling the invisible threads of fear, pride, validation, and hope. This is the true art of control without detection, and once you master it, you will never need to raise your voice or your hand. You will rule quietly, from within their hearts. Are you ready to learn how silence can command more than force ever will? They will crave your presence, your words, your approval. But the moment you give yourself fully, you lose the power they project onto you. Understand, mystery is not merely an act, it is a weapon. The distance you keep is the silence that makes them wonder, and in that wondering, they grant you power. Those who are too available are seen as common. Those who speak too often are seen as predictable. Those who reveal too much lose the aura that makes others respect, fear, and follow them. Power grows in the shadows of uncertainty. Consider the leaders who command armies with a glance, who silence a room with their presence alone. They understand the power of withholding. It is not what you say, but what you choose not to say that gives weight to your words when you do speak. Your absence should speak as loudly as your presence. Let them notice when you are gone. Let them question what you are thinking, planning, observing. This uncertainty will keep them cautious, respectful, and seeking your attention. When they seek you, you command them, for the desire to be close becomes the chain they willingly wrap around themselves. Mystery also protects you. If they cannot predict your thoughts, they cannot prepare against your actions. If they do not know your full desires, they cannot use them against you. Let your face show calm, and your words reveal little, and your true intentions remain locked behind your eyes. You do not need to hide entirely. Appear at moments of your choosing, in situations that amplify your power and presence. Speak when your silence has made them hungry for your words, and act when your stillness has made them desperate for your movement. Each appearance should be an event, each word a rare currency. Your mystery will make them talk among themselves, trying to decipher you, debating your motives, fearing your reactions. This is control without force, command without orders. They will shape their behavior to please the version of you they have created in their minds, each interpretation bending them toward your will. Distance also allows you to observe without becoming entangled. You see their movements, their weaknesses, their alliances, while they see only your mask. In this distance, you are free to maneuver, to plan, to strike when it serves you best. They will interpret your silence as wisdom, your distance as strength, your unpredictability as power. Use this to maintain authority without effort. For when they cannot define you, they will define you as powerful and act accordingly. Those who remain accessible become tools for others. Those who remain mysterious become legends. If you wish to control people without their awareness, you must resist the urge to explain, to justify, to reveal. Let your actions be seen, but your reasons remain hidden. You must ask yourself, what image will you allow them to see? What will you leave unsaid to keep them guessing? What will you withhold to keep them hungry for your attention? Remember, the less they know, the more they imagine, and in their imagination, you will become larger than you are. And your influence will spread further than you could ever reach with words alone. This is how you control people without them knowing, through the quiet power of distance, the commanding silence of mystery, and the rare, deliberate appearances that remind them who you are. And in this silence, in this distance, you will rule, unseen yet deeply felt. Are you prepared to let silence and mystery do the work power can never accomplish? They will move through life believing they are free, never sensing the strings you hold in your quiet hand. They will call themselves masters of choice, blind to the gentle nudges you place in their path. And you will watch, in silence, as they walk the roads you have paved, never questioning who placed the stones beneath their feet. Power does not need to roar. It does not need to announce itself. It is enough that they follow, willingly, desperately, seeking validation, protection, certainty, while you remain unseen, shaping outcomes with whispers and glances. Ask yourself, do you want to be one of them, or do you wish to stand above, watching, pulling the invisible threads, commanding without command? If you are ready to walk this path of silent power, to learn the strategies they will never teach you, let your allegiance be known. Comment below with the insight that struck you hardest, for I will see who among you is prepared to rise. Subscribe, if you dare, for this is only the beginning of your education in the true art of control. Share this with those who believe they are free, and watch who is ready to awaken, and who is too afraid to see the world as it truly is.